Welcome to the channel. We have a new Outworld to look at today via Empire of Ants. Quite a small one. Stay tuned to the end and you will see me introducing my R. Metallica colony. Okay, so here we have the Outworld in the box. Let's open it up and have a look inside. Okay, so we've just got the top of the Outworld here. Little removable container, we'll look at that a little bit later. Removable lid as well. Let's get the Outworld out and have a look at it. Excellent. Okay. Okay, so here we have the Outworld itself. It's got a removable top here that we can see. It's got stainless steel screws through this that you can tighten up and remove if you need. And they're very fine mesh as well, just to make sure the ants don't escape, and you've got some ventilation. So that comes off, you can put food in and out and clean up the Outworld a bit. The lid is also removable if you do need to take it off. This is a good idea to put some fluorine around the top of that. We'll have a look at that later, and then we can have a look inside and set up the actual Outworld with that lid off. So as said, this is the Empire of Ants Outworld. Nice and small. Good for a starter species or a very small species. So you can see there we've got a plug just to plug up that hole. That's where you'd connect up your test tube. Okay, so now let's have a look at the size of this Outworld. If we look across the bottom here, it's about 76 millimeters wide. The depth of this as well is about 76 millimeters. And then if you look at the height right to the top, you're looking about 65, 66 millimeters there as well. Nice and compact, you can see the size against my hand. Okay, so now let's look at hooking up a test tube with the port on the side. So remove that plug, get a little bit of tubing, and you can just push that through the hole. Make sure it goes through inside. A little bit of an overlap there so it's nice and tight as well. Just like so. Nice and easy. Now get a test tube and you can just connect that up to that tubing. So obviously you'd have your ant nest all set up inside that tube ready to go. Okay, so I'm going to use this Outworld for one of my R. Metallica colonies that I have. One of the nanitics has just hatched, so I'm going to set it up for her. So here we go, this is her. A few cocoons there, 5, some larvae, and the nanitic there you can see as well. So let's set this Outworld up. I'll take off the lid here. Now I'm going to use some sand that I bought online. This is Ant Safe Ant Sand. It's the red colour. It's all nice and safe, ready to use as well. So you can just buy this from the website. I'll put the link down in below. So if you just pour a bit of the sand into the bottom of the Outworld, just making sure to cover the bottom. You don't want it too thick though. You don't want them burrowing into it or trying to start a nest in there. Shake that around in the bottom just to level it out nicely. Make sure that plugs in and it's not coming out. And you can just move that sand up a little bit closer. Just using a little bit of a brush here. Can't see anything. There we go. Just so it's nice and close up to the to where the test tube will connect up. Okay, once we've done that, I'm going to use some of this fluon from Ants Everything just to create a barrier around the top. So this is on the removable lid. Put a little bit on a piece of cotton wool. Grab the lid and then just run that around the edge of it as well. Okay, nice little barrier here just to make sure the ants don't crawl up the sides and get anywhere near the mesh as well. Dab it around, make sure you haven't missed any spots there. Just take that little bit of cotton off. Beautiful. Okay, Outworld is nearly ready to go. Pop that back on top, and the removable lid back on the top. Okay, let's put a few little decorations in here, make it a little bit more interesting for them. So just a couple of rocks there, just got from the garden. Just to break up the scenery a little bit for the ants, make it a little bit interesting. Don't want too much clutter in there, want to be able to clean it nice and easily. That's essential for an Outworld. Okay, there we have it. Okay, so now I've connected up the test tube with the nest in it, all completed. So we can see the queen here with her worker and her cocoons, about 5 of them, and some larvae as well, and a couple of eggs, all connected up. So hopefully they'll enjoy this new Outworld that I have given them. Now in the Outworld, I've decided just to put the rest of the cotton wool from the old test tube in there in case there's some eggs still sitting in the cotton tubing. And also I've just put a mosquito in there just as a bit of food for the larvae as well. So there we have it. Thanks very much for watching, I appreciate it. Please give it a thumbs up or some comments in the bottom there, and a bit of feedback, I'd really appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and the bell so you don't miss out on any of the new videos coming up. Thanks very much, and happy ant keeping.